According to the NDC flag bearer, the debt to GDP, which currently hovers around 100%, was left at 57% with a budget deficit of 6.6% when the NDC was exiting power. The NDC also touts its inflation figures of 15.5% as better compared to that of NPP.
Today, the budget deficit, it even went to 15%. It has now started dropping. When we left office, inflation was 15.5%. Inflation under this government went to 54% and is only now dropping. It's about 30%. When we left office, cocoa production was 960,000 metric tons. And we went for syndication loan of $1.8 billion, brought $1.8 billion into this country. Today, cocoa production is under 500,000 tons. And when they went for syndication, they got only $800 million at 8%. We got 1.8 billion at 2%. And so what are you talking about? You can't compare the economy under us.
The NDC flag bearer indicated the addition of 2 more oil fields to increase revenue mobilization. Mr. Mahama says the NPP's mismanagement of the economy has returned the country to doomsday.
When we left office, we gave you 2 new oil fields. All the work that we did as NDC was with 1 oil field, the Jubilee field. We worked and brought the 10 field and the Sankofa field into production. And so it made oil revenues triple. When we left office, we had solved doomsday. We bought enough generation. We established ESLA to pay the legacy debt. Today, doomsday is back. You can't pay the independent producers. And all of you know doomsday is back, just that they don't want to announce a timetable. Yesterday when I came to Tamale, the lights were off the whole day. And so, this thing they keep saying, Mahama left a mess, we came and repaired your mess. Before I left office, the IMF said that Ghana's economy was going to grow by 8%. And it grew by 8% and more in 2017. And in 2018, it dropped. When their own policies started kicking in, you look at the GDP growth rate.
Meanwhile, the former president says his administration reserved resources for debt servicing.
When you came into office, the Akufo-Addo bond was left with 270 million to pay. Where did you get that money to pay? Mahama left it in the sinking fund because I knew that debt was coming up. That was visionary because I knew that if a new government came, it was going to be difficult to find 270 million at once to pay off the Akufo-Addo bond. So we left it in the sinking fund. They came and met it. In October, they just took it and paid the Euro bond. And after that, they didn't put any money in the sinking fund again. That's why when COVID hit, we had no money to defend ourselves. I set up the stabilization fund. When COVID hit, they didn't know where to find money. We told them, go and look in the stabilization fund. I left money in there. Went and took 300 million, from the stabilization fund. I set up the Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund, the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. And I put $270 million seed money in that fund. Today, that's what you are using to build your Agenda 111 hospitals. So how can I have left you a mess?
For Joy News, Nanaya Ojima, Northern Region.